It's a stunning Grade 2 listed building from the 1950s, and Go Ahead, thank you so much, got in touch to say, would you like to come and have a look around the amazing Stockwell Bus Garage? Yes, I would, and Luke has tagged along as well to take some photos. Located just around the corner from Stockwell Tube Station, this is the utterly splendid Stockwell Bus Garage. It was built in 1952, and at 120 metres long, 60 metres wide, it can hold up to 200 buses. It's extremely impressive because structurally it's built from reinforced concrete rather than steel and has an incredible roof. 9 barrel vault roof sections with skylights in and arched windows at the end make you just want to look up the whole time, and it creates an extremely light and large space for the buses to operate in. Stockwell Garage is used by Go Ahead London, and their executive support officer, Eugene Clark, guided us around for the whole day. It's great, right?
Oh no, it's spectacular. I never realised how striking this building is. It's like completely open plan. So you've got this vast space, concrete ceiling going all the way across with nice light going through. I can't explain how lovely this looks. I can't wait to take some pictures of it all.
The bus garage never closes. It's a 24-hour-a-day operation as it runs several night buses, so there's always activity and always staff on site. It smells like a bus garage, like the oil and the diesel, and it's just that kind of like mechanical smell. Okay, the roof is seriously impressive. Now we could look at the roof all day, but we'll come back to that later, as there's the rest of the garage to look around. As you'd expect, there's a staff booking on area where the drivers clock in. There's over 500 drivers who operate from here, but with all the other staff too, there's over 600 people that work at Stockwell. I find Luke back outside taking photos, right by the roller brake tester. This is where buses come to a halt on these rollers and then drive without moving, and then brake where it's measured to check that everything is in working order. There is, as you might expect, also a bus wash. Sadly, we didn't get to see it in action. And also, there's a classic hoist to raise up buses to allow engineers to get underneath and work on them. It's always mad, isn't it? Like I've seen buses in the air before, but it's still always mad to see.
Well, considering how heavy they are,
yeah,
it's ridiculous to have that all the way up there.
You should probably ask how heavy it is. I didn't actually get that, but it's just. I think these are the buses that do the G1 route, the hospital bus around St George's Tooting. I think that's a G1 in the air. It's G for Geoff, that's why. Not J.
Not J. You're not a J, Geoff.
G.
It's one of our commercial buses, so.
Okay.
I'm having a lot of fun with the wing mirrors. You get some really good shots. The main thing, the primary thing, the big thing you have to know, because of the design, I think it's 9 spans, these perfect arches. There's no supporting pillars in the middle of the garage. So the greatest thing that Stockwell has is that unlike regular garages which have like concrete supporting pillars which get in the way of buses' manoeuvrability within the garage, here there's just this one huge open space, and it allows the buses to have a lot more space to manoeuvre and haven't got to worry about, reversing into a concrete pillar. It's magnificent. And then, parked up right next to us, we spot that one of the buses, surprisingly, is an open-top bus. To Go Ahead, they have this open-top vehicle, which can be used for private hire, but it just means for our purposes here we can get a view from higher up. It's great. You right there?
Oh yeah, I'm just chilling out on this open-top bus. Yeah, very cool. Well, it's all the space. If you've got all the lines sort of going from one end to the other, you've just got this massive big room, and all these buses just sat inside it. It just looks fantastic because of that. But then also, because you've got a variety of buses here, it's quite good seeing the differences of the vehicles.
Stockwell Garage has a variety of buses which operate 17 routes in total in South and South West London. Routes 11, 44, 77, 87, 88, 118, 155, 170, 333, 337 and the 424 are the numbered buses. Then there's lettered bus G1, then night buses N11, N44, N87 and the N155, and finally the school route that is number 690. Those are the routes operated from here, and the PVR, that's the peak vehicle requirement to run all these services, is 180, whilst the TVR, that's the total vehicle which Go Ahead operators, is 200, and that's the maximum capacity of Stockwell Garage. So the easier and modern way to get under a bus is to use a hoist. But the older, traditional way is to go down into one of the pits, and Stockwell still has plenty of those. Is it another G1? These G1s are following me around.
There's a lot here. You're going to have to crouch down now.
I am going to have to crouch down.
I hope your knees are working.
You can really smell the oil. I kind of like it. But you know what I mean? Like tomorrow, I could be on this bus. I could be just sat up there, and right now I'm underneath it. Frankly, I'm amazed. I haven't got. No, I've got slightly dirty hands. I was expecting like a big oily streak down my face. You know, I've come off unscathed pretty much so far. And to wash my hands, I went to the toilet, where there's also a little bit of history. This is slightly strange. You're going to see me in this mirror. Where am I? Where am I? Hello, there I am. So this mirror here, how you doing, is inside the toilet. Now I'm told that, you know, many years ago, the old London Transport logo would have been here in gold, sort of embossed and embedded in the mirror. And nowadays out there is a little sign and a little mirror that says, you know, this person, as in you in the mirror, are responsible for your health and safety. But here, this was very much a full-length mirror so that you can check your appearance. So like I would be like, my hands need cleaning before you go out to the public and start driving buses. Nowadays it's just a standard full-length mirror, but that's cool. Hands successfully washed and presentation checked. I can carry on with making my video. In the world of buses, there's definitely a thing where new technology is coming in over the old methods, but some old methods are still here, or at least it's in part replicated on the wall here, and it tells you here what your duty is, of what time you book on, what route you ride, what time you book off. For all 18 routes, I think it's 18, they're still here on the wall. I say that because drivers obviously now have a little, you know, mobile gadget, you know, in their pocket, and they have it with them, but it's nice as you walk through here to see all the duties still up on the wall. We're in another engineering pit area. Half the front of this 39 is just hanging off. And there's another pit down below. That'll be a good shot actually. Get all 5 in a row. Are they 5 different types of buses? I think they're 5 different types. You've got 5 individual types of buses all in a row. I found a row of tyres. It's very heavy. That is, okay, that's heavier than I thought.
So I'm shaking holding the camera because you're making me laugh so much.
It seems so much bigger.
It does seem
when
bigger.
When it's on a bus, it's like this little tiny wheel, but when you're like up close, wow. And not just spare tyres, there is of course a storeroom chock full of spare bus parts. So in effect this is like your Aladdin's cave. So you've got what, parts, nuts, bolts, wiper blades, everything. Everything. Is it all labelled?
Look, it's got 1A there, 2A, it's all alphabetical ordered.
It's all ordered nicely. Hello, I'd like a wiper blade for an SC200 please.
Oh, I'll be, 1 second sir.
I then catch up and talk to one of their performance managers to ask them about that mysterious word that I often hear when it comes to bus scheduling. What are headways?
So basically, I work for the performance department and supposed to be responsible for the route performance. So basically, under any circumstances on the road, you have to provide a reliable service to the people. So majority of the services in London is based on gaps between the buses. It doesn't matter how early they are, how late they are, providing that we're providing a reliable, either the 7 minutes or 8 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever is contracted with the TfL, we try to provide that service to the people. So what is a headways? The headways is basically the gap between the buses. Yeah. So most of the routes in London, you call it average is 8 to 10 to 12 minute service. And most of the high frequency routes, which is basically wherever you have 5 buses or more, is a high frequency route which is run based on the headways, based on the gaps in the services. The headway service is much easier to manage because if you go just, for example, 6 minute service, you know, and you go 50 minutes delays, you can extend that service to 8 minutes. So you can turn every third bus away from the terminal. So you provide 8 minutes, 8 minutes. 8 by 3 give you 24 minutes, and 6 by 3 give you 18 minutes.
And then within Stockwell Garage is the iBus control centre where they keep control of the headways. That is, making sure the buses are spaced evenly. It's a little bit like air traffic control. Yeah, there's 12 screens here, and generally, like, they'll have 4 routes on each screen, and it's 24 hours because they have night buses too, the N prefix buses, and some 24-hour regular number services. So this room is always in operation 24 hours a day. It's a proper hive of activity.
We don't run on time. Basically, what we run on is Headways. We look at each point for the time they're supposed to get there, so it's going to be a 10-minute service to each point. So it's not time, it's actually run from point to point. So for example, if this one got here on the hour, if this one gets there 10 past, then it would be on a perfect headway, which means the passengers only had to wait 10 minutes to get a bus.
But in terms of the colours, yeah, so the yellow actually means it's in the right place.
On time, 10-minute service. If they're running late and they're going to have to wait more than 10 minutes, like 12 or 15 minutes, then it's going to go to green.
That's the green, and the red is when it's too close.
Yeah, and then they don't have to wait as long, so maybe 5 minutes they'll get another bus, that's when it'll go red. So what we try to do is to get it all on a nice yellow, so everyone's got a 10-minute service. So no passengers should wait any more than 10 minutes for the bus.
That red one there is right behind that yellow.
It's right behind that one.
So there's two caught up with the one in front?
Yeah, so I'll have to call him and ask him to hold back a couple of minutes.
Okay.
And hopefully this one will then go yellow, he'll go yellow, and we'll have a lovely 10-minute service.
There's a canteen area where you can get food and a cup of tea. You know, I asked to drive a bus and they said that I was unfit to do so. The end of the video is coming, which means it's a ministry requirement for me to sign off. So I will be signing off the video outside. This has been brilliant. This has been actually brilliant. Look, we've got to go. Have you got all the shots?
No, I'm zooming around as quickly as I can get.
Get more photos, quick.
More photos, really quickly.
Overall, Stockwell Garage is one of the finest transport buildings in London. So whilst many people like to talk about the classic design of some of London's tube stations, it's worth remembering that this bus garage is also magnificent. So my thanks to Eugene here today and everyone that we've met from Go Ahead to look around the incredible Stockwell Bus Garage. It is amazing. If you're in the area, just walk past and have a look. Press subscribe and thanks for watching. See you. Bye.